Welcome to Therapeutic Resources Early Intervention Tutorial. Congratulations, you've accepted your first case with Therapeutic Resources. We're excited to have you as one of our valued providers in our Early Intervention department. Once you've accepted your first case with us, we just have to wait for the paperwork to come through, and that can take up to 2 weeks or within the same day, depending on where the child is in EI. Once the paperwork is received, you will receive a confirmation email from our agency. This email is to let you know that you can start with your child on the authorized start date, and it is also prompting you to log onto the portal website to view the child's documents. We ask that you contact the family within 24 hours of receiving this email, even if the start date is not for a while. This way, the parent or caregiver is assured with the fact that services are going to be starting soon. If you are unable to get in contact with mom for whatever reason, or you are unable to start within the mandated 2 weeks of authorized start date, you must notify our office immediately. Prior to contacting mom, be sure to read through your child's documents. Log into the portal by going to ei.trgroupportal.com and enter your username and password. Here is your clinician portal homepage. We update this homepage regularly with announcements from EI as well as any seminars we are holding to further your professional enrichment. Be sure to log in regularly for the most up-to-date information. Briefly, let's review what you can access. You can access your entire caseload from the portal by hovering over the word caseload and selecting roster. You can also see when progress reports are due for all of your children by going to caseload and selecting progress report due. You should check this regularly as a late progress report can affect your pay and, more importantly, your child's services. You can also access many important EI forms and personal HR-related documents by going to Reports and Forms. Even better, you can upload your own documents to the portal by going to My Account and selecting Submit Personal Docs. Lastly, you can access important EI training modules and webinars by selecting Help. Take a moment to become acquainted to the portal if you have not already, as there are many useful tools available to you on this platform. Now let's get back to starting your very first case. Go to Select a Case to Start and select the child you are going to be treating. As you can see, the dashboard includes the most pertinent information. On the right, you can see how many visits you have left and how many you have used. It's important to keep an eye on this as to not run out of visits. You should read over the child's IFSP and evaluations. This can be found under number 5, Child's Documents, and selecting the most current IFSP. Once you've downloaded the most current IFSP, the goals can be found on the 3rd page of the IFSP. These goals are what you are going to be working on during your sessions. You should bring the following documents on your first visit: the initial session review form and the session note. The initial session review form is just for the first session and can be found under EI Forms in Reports and Forms. This is to establish a rapport with the family and to also go over what they can expect from you during treatment. This can be faxed or uploaded to the portal after your first session. Our session notes are pre-populated and can be found on the dashboard at the bottom. These will already have your information as well as the child's identifying information. You may choose to type the goals into your session note beforehand and circle the one you are working on that day to save your time writing. You should take the last 5 minutes of the session to fill this out and go over with the caregiver. The caregiver will sign this at the end of the session. If it is a nanny or babysitter attending the session, be sure to fill out the Parental Consent for Alternate Caregiver form located under EI Forms. Let's say you've had your first session. There are 2 parts to billing. There's the session notes that are collected every 2 weeks based on the payroll calendar. The payroll calendar can be found quickly on the home page as well as under employment forms. The blue days are when the session notes are due, and the green days are when you get paid. The second part to billing is entering the session on the portal website. We ask you to enter the sessions on the portal prior to mailing or dropping off your session notes to us, so that we can see that each child is being seen as mandated without having to wait for your billing to come in. It also helps us to keep track of what session notes are coming to us. You can enter sessions by going to the dashboard and selecting number 6, Report a Service Visit. If you have any questions regarding on how to report a service visit or any billing related questions, you can contact the billing manager at 212-529-9780 extension 108. And now you're ready to start your first case. You can access your child's contact information by going to the dashboard and selecting Child's Contact Info. Therapeutic Resources thanks you for being a valued member of our Early Intervention Division. If you have any more questions, please contact Therapeutic Resources at 212-529-9780 and we'd be happy to assist you.